Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do some thrifting at the bin store and at the Mission thrift store in a town near me. The first place we headed off to was to the bins. I did take some footage of what it was like there. It wasn't too busy, but everything was really a mess, and it usually is when you go near the end of the cycle. Our bins are on a tiered system. Thursdays they're closed so they can restock all the bins. And Friday everything is $25, Saturday $20, Sunday $15, Monday $10, Tuesday $5, and Wednesday it's $2.99. It used to be $2, but it went up. Today was a Tuesday, so everything was $5. So usually you just root around in these bins and find what you want, and then you take it up to the front and they just count it and you pay your bill. So I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. You'll be able to see most of what I'm looking at, and at the end I'll do a haul of the things that I did pick up. Now, if you see me studying something for a period of time, it's probably because I just can't figure out what it is.
In a perfect world, you're with me. In a perfect world, you love me. I can dream, and I'm sure I'm hurting no one. I can lean on the hope that you're that someone who always wanted me and always longed to be. In a perfect world, you're with me. In a perfect world, you kiss me and you feel the thrill. It gives you chills like it does me. You love me in a perfect world. In a perfect world.
I could not believe this frying pan. Somebody had burnt something in it, and then they had the nerve to bag it and return it back to the store, and here it was sitting in the bins, and they would probably charge $2.99 for it.
Oh, that you're the one, and we'll have some fun. In a perfect world, you're with me. In a perfect world, oh, you kiss me, and you feel the thrill, and it gives you chills like it does me. You love me in a perfect world. In a perfect world. Oh, yeah. In a perfect. Yeah. Can you show that you feel for me the same way? And you know we can plan to start it today. Yeah. To live on fantasy, knowing we will be in a perfect world. Oh, you're with me. In a perfect world, you kiss me and you feel the thrill, and it gives you chills like it does me. You love me in a perfect world. Ooh, baby, you kiss me, yeah, and you feel the thrill, and it gives you chills like it does me. You love me in a perfect world. In a perfect world. Oh, in a perfect world. In a perfect. You kiss me in a perfect world. You love me. You love me in a perfect world.
I saw all my mistakes. You saw my abilities. I saw what was missing. You saw space to love me. What did I find? How are you mine? was right. Thought I wasn't worth loving, but you helped to change my mind. Thought that I had nothing, but you fought that lie. What did I find? How are you mine? Had no reason to stick around, and somehow you got just who I was, when all I did was weigh us down. You saw my light when I was blind. You saw me shining when nothing in my life was right. You saw my light when I was blind. You saw me shining when nothing in my life was right. My life is better, so much better, because you saw me. You saw me. You saw my light when I was blind. You saw me shining when nothing in my life was right. You saw my light when I was blind. You saw me shining when nothing in my life was right. You saw my light. You saw my light. You saw my light.
Sometimes I feel like I'm turning around the same places. I know that my fears could drown my life and won't find a way. Every day I thank my God to be alive in His Word and always see the sun. Pain give us power, tears fill up your eyes. No matter how hard it's life, I'm still standing. I have to try to get ready to bring some beauty, some range, some keys to my friend. Time fly like a bird, that is why there is no time for regrets. So step by step, I will make some progress, trying to feel my emotions and then express them.
I really like these vintage pots and pans. They were so well made. I mean, they're more than 50 years old now, and they're still around, and they're still in great shape. This one was $12.99 for the 2 pieces. As I wandered around and checked everything out, I found that the thrift store prices had gone up yet again, and quite a bit. There was, for instance, this Pyrex dish here. They wanted $15.99 for this one, and it didn't even have a lid. Then I saw on the next shelf above it that they had some spare lids there, and they were charging for them separately. Now, they weren't overly priced. $2.99 seemed pretty reasonable for a lid. This Corningware casserole dish was 2 pieces, and the lid was included, and they wanted $15.99 for this set. And this graniteware canning pot was nothing special. It was a smaller size, and it did not have the rack anymore on the inside, and they wanted $12.99 for it as well. Now, I did like this little red pen. It was a reasonable price at $1.49, and I picked it up. Here I am checking out the coffee mugs just for something interesting. Not that I need any coffee mugs, I have plenty, but I always like to have a look to see what's here. I really like this blue mug. There were actually two of them. And when I checked on the bottom, it said that they were made in Portugal. They were a nice quality and they were fairly heavy. But I felt $3.99 each was just a little bit too much for these coffee cups. These green and black mugs were nice looking as well, but they were nothing special. When I checked the bottom, they were just a local store. I didn't see anything interesting in the tray section or the next shelf up, but when I looked up on the top shelf, I saw this vintage coffee percolator or carafe, and it was kind of cool. It looked like it was all there, and they only wanted $6.99 for that, which I felt was reasonable. Here I am about to check out these bags of silverware. It must have been someone's spoon collection. They had quite a few in each bag, and some of them were actually silver or silver plated. And there was several of these bags. And they wanted $5.99 each bag. This creamer and sugar set was in great shape. They were Blue Mountain pottery. They didn't have any chips or cracks on them, but they wanted $4.99 for each of them. And then I really liked this little brown jug. I thought it was well made. When I turned it over, I was not surprised to see that it was made in the USA. I thought about picking it up, but I just didn't have a use for it. I thought these vintage hand beaters were expensive at $8.99 each. I picked one up for my kitchen because I collect red-handled vintage kitchenware about 2 years ago, and I think I only paid $2 for it. I like this little shelf. I thought it was well made, but again, I thought $12.99 for this piece was just a little bit too spendy. And this basket was well made. It was very stiff and it was fairly large. The only problem with it was missing one of its handles. And again, at $12.99, it was just a little bit too much for what you were getting. This little jug said as is because of a chip. I think it came from the dollar store, and they still wanted $4.99 for it. And this gun case was in good shape. There was nothing wrong with it, but it was $49.99, and that's pretty close to the price that you would pay for it new, I think.
No matter Excellent space and rise my inspiration. Can't give us the power to fill up your eyes. No matter how hard it's like, I'm still standing. I have to try to get ready to bring some beauty, some range, some keys to my face. I just wanna tell you that everything's gonna be okay. I want you to know that a failure is a future success. Keep on trusting and believing in your star. And in the end you will really start your life.
This area here is a look-only area. They keep their higher priced items here and they sell them only in an online auction.
Love brings us the power. Faces in your eyes. No matter how hard I try, I won't give up. Keep on chasing down my path. Can't give up the power. Tears fill up your eyes. No matter how hard it's like, I'm still standing. I have to try to get ready to bring some beauty, some range, some keys to my face. Can't give up the power. Tears fill up your eyes. I'm still standing. I have to try to get ready, some rain, some keys to my face. Can't give up the power. Tears fill up your eyes. No matter, still standing. I have to try to get ready, some rain, some keys to my face.
This was a cute little apothecary style jar. It was $5.99 and it was made in Belgium. They had some vintage Avon things here, and then we moved on into the wooden section. I was checking out this wooden plate for the price, and they also had some really nice wooden boxes. And when I looked at this one, I thought it was well made, and I thought the price was okay, and I'm not sure why I didn't pick this up. I also thought this little brown jug was kind of cute. It probably would have had a stopper or a lid of some kind. And then I checked out these two planters. I really liked the color of them. But at $4.99 each, that was a little bit steep. This copper bowl or planter said on it that it was as is. Not because it had a hole or anything in it. I guess it was just because it was so tarnished. This Corningware casserole dish was not a bad price at $7.99 because it was a larger one, but the lid had some chunks out of it, so I don't think $7.99 was a good deal. I really liked this canister set. I thought it was pretty, but they had them all individually priced. The smallest one was $4.99. Then the next was $6.99, $8.99, and $10.99. So again, just a little bit too spendy. This cute little creamer and sugar set was $7.99. It was made in England. And this vintage chip and dip set was $9.99. I thought this serving dish was a really good deal at $7.99, even if it was made by a hobbyist. It was really pretty. I was so tempted to take these vintage glasses home with me at 99 cents. I thought they were a bargain. They were quality, they were quite heavy, and they would have made great water glasses. But one thing I don't need is more glasses. We are now in the back room, which is mostly furniture, pictures, lamps, etc. And they do have some tables set up with some dishes back here. They did have some nice pieces, and you will see though that their prices have gone up. At one time they did not have any furniture that was priced at greater than $25, but now you will see some pieces that are quite a bit more than that. This desk had some damage to it in different places, and it was missing something on the top, a top shelf or something, and they still wanted $90 for it. In this section, there were quite a few mirrors, some lamps and lampshades, and then it moved on into artwork and pictures, and there was a variety here. I wasn't sure if these metal signs were vintage or not, so I turned them over, and by the look of the backs and the wear on them, I would say that they were vintage. They were metal, and they wanted $9.99 for each one of them. Someone must have turned in their collection of Norman Rockwell art or reproduction prints. There was quite a few of them here, and they ranged anywhere from $8.99 down to $3.99 for the prints and even some of the framed ones. I really liked this framed piece of art. The subject matter appealed to me, but I did not want to pay the $9.99 that they wanted for it. Next, I'm going to show you my haul from the thrift store and then from the bins. Now, I find their prices, like everything else, have gone up a little bit, but there at least I get a discount. They have blue tag items, which are 50% off, yellow tag items, which are 25% off, and white tag and everything else, I get a senior's discount of 20%. So when I went, mostly I picked up some clothes. I got a pair of Crocs for my husband. I got this little planter made in the USA. And the price on that one was $6.99 minus discount. I won't keep saying minus discount, so you'll just know that it was the price minus some sort of discount. This little organizer, it's tin, was $1.49. That's for my dog treats. Then I picked up a few clothing items for myself, a couple pair of capris, pants, and a sweater. And like I said, everything was varying prices. Most of their items were $5.99 prior to the discount. And then we have our oldest daughter lives with us. She's mentally challenged. She has cerebral palsy. So I always am looking for items for her as well. So I did manage to pick her up a few clothes also today. Pants, capris, some nice t-shirts. And as well, she enjoys playing with decks of cards, so I picked her up 3 decks of cards for her to play with because she plays with them so much that she needs to replace them every few months. So these were $1.50 before the discount. And then I got her this little box to put them in. And it's easy for her to open and shut. I picked her up a necklace. They either have to be able to go over her head or they have to be elasticized so she doesn't break them. This one then was 25% off, $3.99. And I picked her up a little hat, just a brim hat to wear outside for the summer. Oh, my dog wants in, so just a sec. Sorry, I had to go let my puppy in. I picked up this little, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to use it as a cloche over top of one of my air plants. It's about 4 inches tall, so it should work perfectly. And then I also picked up this rabbit made in Japan. And that'll go away for Easter next year. I did get a couple of cushions. This was the price each. They are feather or down filled, and the cushions are replaceable, so I can take them off and wash them, although they are clean, but I will wash them anyways. And I'll air out the down pillows themselves. I find their price of pillows and cushions are quite a bit cheaper than the ones that are at Value Village. Then the other thing that my daughter likes to do is play with dolls like they're a real baby. So I saved some money by buying her real baby clothes there for her dolls. She needs a preemie size or a 0 to 3 months to fit her dolls. So I picked her up a whole bunch of things today, outfits, because some of the ones that she's got are getting kind of dirty and raggedy. So most of these were 99 cents. Some of them are yellow tagged, some are blue tagged. Most of them are white tagged. And I did notice that the blue tag ones were $1.99. And yet the white tag ones, which are newer items, were usually around 99 cents. So that seems kind of strange. And even the yellow tag ones, $1.99. So it's almost like they raised the price to account for the discount. Oh well. And then I picked up these little slipper shoes as well for her to put on her doll. And they were 99 cents. Then the only other item I picked up there was this Pyrex lid. I needed one of these. The one that I have for my Pyrex casserole dish is getting chipped and sharp, dangerous to use. So I was glad to find this there. And that was my haul for the Bible Mission thrift store. So after the thrift store, I went to our bin store. I didn't get a lot there. I did get a little bit of footage. And I just picked up this plain white sweatshirt. And I got a pair of jeans, Levi Strauss jeans, and a pad for my daughter's bed. And that's all I grabbed there. And actually I got 2 of these pads. And everything that day was $5. I went on a Tuesday, which is a $5 day. And so I picked up $20 worth plus tax. And that's all I got there. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.